every team uses the Saints as like their rehab game, debut game. Like you guys are very much the let's get an easy run back into form or to the league. Because Sam Darcy pretty much broke his knee in 14 places.
Man, as if he's not coming through the VFL leagues just for 1 week.
Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue.
Dogs just beat the shit out of them. Just filled their boots up with percentage. Got a big stomach full of percentage after that. The Saints did absolutely nothing. At Junior Students Fairs, I've just removed 2 chopsticks from my eyes. So I think it's only fitting we make this official. All right, Feel Good Friday. And as I say, it's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's waiting for the weekend. Ollie's grumpy. All right, should we get straight into it as we do on Feel Good Fridays? Unfortunately, once again, the St Kilda game has fallen on a Feel Good Friday, which means Feel Good Friday, there's some negative energy in this room coming from one side of the table. Let's unpack it. Now, I know you're going to come in here and you, as you do, as we track record and history says, you will defend this club till you go down in the earth and there is soil above your body. And I get that. I respect that. But today, let's be completely honest about what's going on down there. Boy, St Kilda, let's just jump into it. They stink. They are a bad football club. I think we should maybe just start with the biggest story to come out of Thursday Night Football. The guy that tossed the coin did his hammy. Now, that will make you smile. That's hilarious. We have to admit. Pretty funny.
No, that was good.
Very funny. So if you didn't see it, jump on our socials. Now, I'm not sure what he was doing, but it was a very rigid approach to what he was actually trying to do.
Yeah, it was incorporated most muscles in his body to do it.
Anytime you, to start the game, get asked to toss the coin, it's a big occasion for you and your family. That's TV time. And to go there and use every muscle in your body to toss the coin in the air, then pull down at your right hamstring is very, very impressive. One guy on Instagram commented on it saying, "How'd you do your hammy?" "I was in the square with Bont and Sinclair." And that's all anyone needs to know. Yeah. I was in the centre square Marvel.
Don't worry about the rest.
That's all you need. All you need to know. So we started off with a heavy hamstring awareness when the guy just tossing the coin has done a hamstring. Now we're hearing some rumours here that maybe he's done it to try and please a few friends. We can't confirm that.
Nor deny. Certainly can't confirm nor deny.
No.
There were whispers of how funny would it be.
Did you see it in real life happen or not?
I was a bit too far away. I think I was doing the headshots during it. But it didn't take long for me to see the video because the word spread pretty quickly.
The guys
amongst, all 10 of us that, it was on.
I get it. I get that. When you get to a certain age, things just go when they shouldn't go.
Yeah, correct.
And people who are maybe a bit younger, I'd say if you're, our youngest listenership would be... That's pretty dangerous, actually. I'm going to say 10. Yeah.
Oh, they wouldn't get it.
They wouldn't get it. Oldest would be 60-odd. They'd get it for sure.
Yeah.
But that middle ground of probably when you hit your 30s, is stuff just starts snapping. You're not sure how it snaps. Like you get out of bed and go, oh, great, neck's gone. So this guy's just gone toss coin, right hamstring straight away. Very weird action, but shout out to him. Hopefully he's walking around freely and not as sore as what he was last night. But that's a long walk from the centre ground to your friends.
Yes.
To go, what happened? I don't believe this. Hamstring. I've done it. Doing what? Coin toss. Big effort. And then not only did that hamstring go, we had multiple hamstrings last night. Not players, just people in the crowd. So small crowd. So hamstring a crowd is actually very impressive if you work out the percentages. We had 10 people there. 2 people did a hammy. 20% of the crowd did their hamstrings. Activation 1, quarter time. I get a message. Ding.
Very much a ping.
After I posted the hamstring guy, you won't believe this, guys. The guy in the activation has done a hammy.
Yes, he did. They were setting the tone right from the start. So as we know, I mean, I virtually don't really need to do this because everyone's obviously aware, but the Red Rooster quarter time, crunch time, 90 seconds, rip a number off the wall, it'll tell you where to run to kick the footy. You get it in, you win $50 voucher.
Great.
It's actually a lot of, because it's quite spread out around the 50. It's a lot
of effort for a $50 voucher.
Well, no, for every goal was $50.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, so,
that's a big workout.
Absolutely, yeah. So he was really trying. And we'll get the footage, maybe like early next week. So just remember this moment. he like would then run back and I would not be on the mic being like, put the brakes on, because he was about to run through the wall. And then he just started having a build-up of lactic acid. You could see that moment as well where it's kind of, you stumble running a little bit.
Muscles getting real tired.
Yeah, and he's sort of falling over but manages to stay up until the dreaded moment of the sniper in the back.
Full shotgun back. Did he full go down?
He full went down. The crunch time ran out, so we had the big.
Oh no, you've lost.
But we went, come on, you can. And so everyone
still going.
And he had his last shot. It was, it was emotional.
So how'd you handle that as MC, knowing he's done his hamstring, but also you got a job to do? This guy, Red Rooster, they're on the line here. Like, I need you to get your ass moving.
Well, I think if I had to be honest, I started panicking about the OH&S rules. Like, has he signed anything?
Yeah.
So I didn't want to bring too much attention to it. But he was in good spirits.
Lawsuit.
Yeah, exactly.
So Saints have walked out. Not only have they lost, they've walked out with 2 potential lawsuits.
Yeah, we're down a car. We gave that away. So we got nothing left after last night, Dad.
There's so much carnage that happens in the Saints game. The football's one thing, but outside that, like, just hamstrings, chicken, cars are flying around. Like, a lot is going on there. Dressing ground. Like, there's so much happening. You know it's not a good start when St Kilda social team is commenting on our staff, the hamstring, saying, yeah, actually, not off to a good start here at all. We're off to one of the all-time worst starts. So that was bad. So into the game, the Dogs, and we all watched it. We all know what's coming. Dogs beat the absolute shit out of the Saints. Pretty much the exact replica of what happened 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Very similar.
More or less. Certainly the second half it was, yeah.
So you're the guy here. Let's unpack. How do you think last night went?
Oh, shit.
Okay. I'm glad you're honest. Wow, change of tone here.
This is really hard to watch.
This is hard because this is the first time you're doing this. I'd get you're a very valued, important member of the team.
No. This is nothing on them.
Here we go. We're getting angry, Ollie.
This is just
let it go, brother.
How I felt.
Let it fly.
As a fan.
This is, you can say this is how I feel.
How I felt.
Let it out, man.
I still will say.
Here we go. we can win the flag.
No. My overriding feeling of the first time that we played the Dogs.
If you say that this is a better result.
No.
Okay, good. Okay.
No.
I'll let you go. Sorry, I'm jumping in.
I think there's a part of me between last night's game and whatever round it was when we played the Dogs where I bizarrely felt like we weren't that bad. It's just that we were nowhere near the ball at any time. Again, which is the most frustrating thing. So I genuinely don't really have a bad critique really for anyone on the Saints. They were kind of fine in front of goal. We weren't terrible. We certainly weren't like West Coast against North Melbourne last week.
Yeah.
Like we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot by any means. I think that there was some, the clearances, efficiency, disposal efficiency. Like we weren't that bad. It's just that like the second the Bulldogs had the ball. See ya.
I think that's a great way to sum it up. So it wasn't one of those games where you go, oh, St Kilda was so bad. It's just like, you just never had the ball.
No.
And when you did it, the Dogs are like, oh, I'll just take that back, thanks.
Yes.
And it just went straight back to them. Like, so it wasn't bad skills. It wasn't like you were missing set shots. It's like, no, you just never had it.
Yes.
Which makes it hard to get in the game if you can't, like, I've always said, if you don't have the ball, it's very hard to score.
Yes, correct.
So that's exactly how the game felt.
And it's just.
But the positives, I guess, let's look at the positives.
Oh,
Windhager was good on Bond.
Go on then.
So it's a positive and a negative.
Yeah.
Windhager was very good. But the negative here is that you can't say it's good when you get done tagging and you still lose by 12 goals. Like that kind of, the value of a tag, I think, is just not important at all anymore in today's game.
So that didn't work.
That didn't work. So I think tagging's dead.
Yeah. Well,
the tags, because...
No, we were just singing Langdon's praises. The tag is alive.
You reckon? I reckon tag's dead.
Absolutely. And
tag's gone.
Who did Windy tag recently? Tag Pickett? Nailed that.
I'm still out on the tag. I'm not sure if I'm more. I think it might be. Maybe he's had a heart attack. It could still be having a pulse there. So that didn't really work. Also, maybe the tag was wrong. Maybe Ballydale, the guy that almost had 50, maybe that was like, I think the tag was on the wrong piece of merchandise there. Like Ballydale was very much the guy who was cutting up off halfback.
I agree with that.
So that one is there.
So hang on. When we thought we were listing positives.
That was the only thing I had.
Naz kicked a goal.
Yeah, and he also tried to hit a lot of kicks in the corridor earlier. That did not go well. He's in a real, like, this is my value. there's no way I can devalue it, so I'm going to start being a bit loosey-goosey with it. Oh, you're gonna pull me up in a bad kick? Hello, Port Adelaide.
Yeah. Sorry, what?
So what was that, Ross? So I just thought you were. I thought in the Run Day review you were about to bring up my. Glad you skipped that one. Yeah, that's all good. So he was good.
Sinks is always great.
Great calves.
Yeah.
Great calves. Outside that, now
no injuries.
No, always good. Very much though. Again, a boring game. Now I'm not sure. It does have a lot to do with you guys being in it, but now I'm in this weird position because I can't grill you guys because you don't have the ball enough to do anything with it. But now I'm angry because just stop, whoever's organising it, stop putting them on prime time. And then I go, hold on, well, you have to get these small market teams on prime time, give them some exposure and get some people to the games. Now, the crowd, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
There was more people in my house last night than at Marvel. And I feel, now this is a place from love. I feel bad because you try your hardest every game. No one's putting in more effort than Ollie right now. You know how hard it is to get 3 people up and about for a game? And they're giving away tickets to games. There was 20,000 there last night. And I get that Thursday night's hard and there's, work the next day and St Kilda aren't going that well at the moment. So that all comes into it for sure. But when they're giving out free tickets, guys, if you're not going to go for the game and you see St Kilda, someone give you a free ticket, there's a shitload going on inside the game that's not actually on the field. Like, they're giving away cars.
Yes.
So you can go to the football just for a Thursday night out. Forget it's football. Have some beers, have a nice dinner, have some food, and every 30 to 40 minutes in between the game, quarter time, half time, three-quarter time, you're a chance to win a car.
It's funny. That's word for word what the guy who won the car said to me. He was like, I just thought to myself, like, all good. I'll definitely get like a free beer out of it, so that's awesome. And he's walking away with an unbelievable car.
Yeah. So that's where they moved.
That's where we're at.
Saints have moved into the footy's not great to bring people in, but I tell you what, if we start giving away some stuff, that might draw a crowd. Mm-hmm. And they're right. It'll be like Oprah when she started giving out free cars. Look on your seat, everyone gets a car. I think on telecast it's worse than, like, maybe the ground it sounds loud, in the dome it projects, it seems loud, but when you can see Marvel spelt out in the crowd on that wing, that's normally a good indicator of a very small crowd.
It's funny though, I didn't find the crowd that much of a talking point for mine last night. I feel like I've been to a lot more games this. Obviously, the Gold Coast game, what was it, 12,000, 13,000? That was terrible.
Yeah,
but then, like, the Richmond game wasn't fantastic.
Yep.
The Fremantle game was about 18,000.
Yeah.
So
it
didn't feel that like panic stations for mine.
Well, Ross the boss was asked about it in his presser, and you could just tell. I don't know if you saw his demeanour. Did you get close to him last night?
No.
He was very much off the bye, very angry. Very smart ass. Like, anyone who was going to ask a question out in the presser was going to get a smart response, and this is what happened when he was asked about the crowd.
Yeah, because you go into crowds, right, and you're diving into it, what do Thursday night crowds really look like for most teams in the competition? What's the point I made? Do you want to reiterate it to me?
Making it a bit tough for supporters to get in.
Have Thursday night's been very tough for all other clubs as well?
Shitting himself, reporter. Shitting himself.
It's a binary. It's a yes or no.
Oh.
No, I don't. I'm just asking.
Well, you're asking a fair bit about crowds.
Yeah.
You just said that's a fair point. Well, because I worked off the ground, and I said to her, anyway, early, and she said, Thursday night, right, because I don't dive into it, right?
I haven't dived into it.
No, but my media manager said Thursday nights are really difficult. Most clubs are really
Media
struggling
manager's
because
now
kids got to
involved.
go up for schools Thursday night. Is that fair?
Just like, no.
Was that the conversation we had?
We'll be out of this.
So I think you picked up on it, but yeah, it's a challenging night. But I would say 2 of the lower drawing clubs in the competition. Yeah, I don't know. What was the crowd?
2508.
25 is pretty good.
No, 20.
2508. 20,508.
20,000 is decent, I reckon, for a Thursday night. I would think. It's pretty good.
And just
What's acceptable, you reckon?
Just with the
Just what's acceptable, you reckon?
what do you think's acceptable?
I don't do crowds.
I was just asking that about you and the Dogs. You and the Dogs historically, this was for 26 years, as well as crowd. That's what I was asking.
Yeah. What was the average crowd over 26 years?
Oh.
Was it? What was
Oh,
it?
no, got a friend.
What was it? What is it? I don't know. What is it? 21, 22, 20 and a half? I don't know.
So, you're in trouble as a reporter when questions are coming back at you pretty quickly and you don't have the answers to those questions. So I think we've learned a lesson here for all journalists, reporters. If you go to a Ross Lyon press conference, if you're going to ask a question, you better be prepared to have an answer for a question coming back at you.
Yes, correct.
So he was pissed. So Thursday night crowds, this is just a couple we've plucked here. Blues, Richmond, 80K. Bombers, Port, 25K. Collingwood, Carlton, 83K. That's irrelevant. They're big teams. Crows, Cats, 42. Melbourne, Richmond, 71. Dreamtime.
Dreamtime, yeah.
Essendon, North, 35. Cats, Dogs, 32. Dogs, Hawks, 35. So under, but again, I'm actually going to be very defensive of Saints here. Small market team. They absolutely stink at the moment. They're giving away cars to try and get people there. Like this isn't a Thursday night football problem. People like Thursday night football. This is just St Kilda being in a really rough spot where everything is half them at the moment because they haven't had success in a long time. Saints fans are frustrated. They're very fickle. 1 week you're on them, 1 week you're off. You're not sure what you're getting. So that's a St Kilda problem with their fans who are just maybe in a position where it's like, you know what? I don't want to waste my Thursday night traveling to a game. It's going to take 2 hours to get home to see my team. Most likely do what they did last night. And I get that. So I'm on their side of
Well,
this.
small market teams are very much family-based teams.
Yep.
You know, and obviously it goes without saying that a Collingwood, a Carlton would
Those,
have lots of families, you know, obviously, but you've got a lot more people like us that can just nip out,
Yep.
you know, and come home kind of vibe.
Those big marquee games between big clubs, they're outliers because Collingwood and Carlton can be 17th, 18th, still get 85,000 there.
Yeah.
There's more people, more neutrals who go to that game. Not many neutrals have gone to a St Kilda Dogs game.
No, probably not, realistically.
So
Certainly not on a Thursday.
I feel for you.
I mean, I didn't get home till 11:30, like 11:45.
Yeah.
And it was just me I had to worry about.
I know. So, I mean, their average losing margin now, the Saints, is 45 points this year. But this is tough. Tough position. I'd feel bad for you. I'm not sure. I've ruled you out of finals for sure last night. That's now officially gone. We're going to get to a point we have to be realistic here. And that's
I mean,
me being realistic.
same wins, obviously, you and I.
Yeah, but we have West Coast this week. And if we lose to them, we're out.
Okay.
So I'm just at a point. It's round
that's fair
14
then.
now where it's realistic. You're just the first to come off the rank where we have to make a cross the team out.
Okay.
And that's it. So
have you
who's out?
have you gone Port Adelaide?
Are they out? Well, they beat the Giants.
Well, but they're lower than us on the ladder.
Yeah, but Ollie, you played last night.
So
So I have to cross someone out.
why?
Port haven't played yet. Do you want me to preempt and cross them out right now?
So if they okay.
We're at the point. Teams are coming off the whiteboard for sure. So and also now these Saints games. I know it's getting grim here about St Kilda. Tough to sell to Tom DeConnie. He might have made his mind up and then changed his mind. Maybe that's the reason why he's not made a decision yet. Because it's a tough sell. The more games they play, the less attractive this is to him. I get that the money is a big thing, but you're going to tell me that Tom DeConnie's going there playing for Carlton, where they're getting 80,000 to 10th v 13th last week, and then he wants to go to 20K? Like, jeez.
I see your point. Again, still same amount of wins, so I've got
Different vibes. Let's talk about Dogs. Dogs are,
they're pretty
well, they
good.
had the ball a lot. They were very good. Okay, it's very hard in this game because they were good just because they had so much of the ball. So there's no way Sam Darcy broke his knee. I'm calling bullshit on that.
Mate.
19 touches, 9 marks, 3 goals, 2. Classic. Let's bring a star back against Saints to get a good run in. Always going to happen. He's the most dangerous player in the league right now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's the best player, but in terms of most damaging, he is scary. There's no answer for that. Not one team has an answer for whatever that is.
No.
That's a freak. That's a build your own character in AFL video game type of setup. 208 centimeters in the air, on the ground, left foot, right foot. Are you kidding?
Yeah, no.
There's no answer for that. Like he's a genuine cheat code.
Yep.
Oh, he's unbelievable. And we've said enough. There was another, I think it was like a graphic on the screen of Fox Footy when he was going up for a mark against Caminiti and they put like the measuring stick and it said 3.9 meters from him off the ground to his arms up, marking the ball is his reach. And I went and I was like, no way. 3.9 meters. So if he's 208, and if you think about this, okay, I was like, NBA, the hoop at the NBA is 3 meters. The shot clock's 3.3. I'm pretty sure. So he's marking the ball over the shot clock?
I guess I don't know maths, but it makes sense. He's massive.
Someone on Twitter went full mathematics on it and was like, he's 208 centimeters. His arm reach is 76. His wingspan. So he puts that up. So almost at 3. His vertical leap is 86 centimeters.
Yeah.
So I guess we're almost there.
Yeah, we're pretty much there.
What are you supposed to do with that? You're almost a defender. Wilkie said it. Can't do anything. But you're
No.
almost a defender just like, hey, midfield, put so much pressure on the kick coming into him and hopefully it goes over his head.
Yeah.
But nothing's going over his head if he can touch the roof at Marvel.
Yeah, no. He was intimidatingly large watching him last night. I went,
I know the roof is never open at Marvel, but they might have to consider if he's jumping that high.
health and safety.
Health and safety for him. Like, imagine him. We've got hamstrings being done at there. Imagine him snapping his neck on the roof at Marvel because he's jumped up too high. That is scary. He is scary. And the commentators, boy,
Bit of glazing was there.
genuine wankfest going
Yes,
on. Like,
okay, sure.
just how good is this guy? I was like, guys, I get that you're all over him, but there's like 40 other guys for both teams here we can talk about. Like, for a long period, it was just like a lot of milking going on.
Didn't see it, didn't hear it,
Yeah.
but even I probably thought a bit of it.
You were thinking the same
I'll go,
thing.
"What?"
This guy's awesome.
That's pretty good.
So one of the dogs, again, very lucky yo-yo, the doggies, up and down. I think we're at the point where if they get in the finals, they're going to be a real problem for teams. A team who don't want in the finals.
I think that's very safe to say.
But they have to get there. A team that might play finals, but also might not. And if you get them, big problem straight away, week one. So same position as they were last year. They just ran into the Hawks last year. So well done to them for figuring things out and having just a freak of nature play for them at full forward. That is an advantage that no one else has. And you're welcome for that, and you're lucky for that. Getting some news here before we wrap up here. Our Feel Good Friday, which is still... Are we feeling better about this thing or not?
Nope. Keep it going.
Guinea calling Sam Mitchell say goodnight was awesome.
Brilliant.
Just see that. Let's play this a little bit and dissect how good this football club is. Bit of uns. Nervous.
Hello, Jack.
Hey, how you going?
Very well, thank you.
That's good. I just wanted to call to say good night.
Yeah, good night, mate. You have a good sleep.
All right.
Appreciate you.
I'll see you at the airport tomorrow morning.
See you, mate.
Peace.
See you. Good night.
Love you, bro.
Just when he even answered, hello, Jack. If it's like, okay, it's like your dad answering the phone.
I got the vibe of what's he done.
Yeah.
Like,
you're at the pub, aren't you?
I have to answer this.
Imagine if he answers like, if you're at the fucking pub, I swear to God, Jack. At some race course with a bet on at Mooney Valley, I will lose my shit. And then it was so good. Like, Sam Mitchell's the best coach in the league right now. Just a guy that, it's a dangerous line because you don't want your coach to feel like your best friend, but also you want to be able to call him and say goodnight. Like, everyone wants to call their coach and just say, you know what? Good night, man.
Yeah.
So now Sam Mitchell started calling his players. I think he called Chol here to say goodnight.
Marbs.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. That's the fastest you've ever rang me back. You going alright?
I'm going alright.
Nah, I was just missing you. I just wanted to ring and say good night, that's all.
I knew you were gonna do that. I don't even know my callback. I had feeling. I was like, hey, why would he call me at this time? Like, doesn't make sense. I had feeling he's either saying that good night thing or sweet dreams.
Yeah, you have sweet dreams. Good night, my friend.
Awesome. What a man. Now, one thing in that video, if you haven't seen it, head to the DDF socials. Raw dogging at home. Do you raw dog, if you have trackies on, are you wearing socks or not?
No, I'd raw dog, but he also reminded me a little bit of me, something that I do with my feet. That my dad does it as well. When we're sitting on the couch, raw dogging, we then curl our toes
Oh, put socks on. It means you're cold.
like onto the. If that makes sense, I don't really know how to
Man,
describe that.
I can't think of a situation where I ever raw dog.
Really?
Never. When I've come out of the shower and put my trackies on,
So your feet just don't know what it's like.
my feet are only going for a walk off the leash in the shower. Or it's in summer for like the beach and around the poolside. But other than that, like I've always got something on my feet. They never come
Are they
off the leash.
sensitive?
They're very soft.
Okay.
I have the worst toes in the world. Like they're just from
Really?
football boots and stuff.
Yeah.
But I can't think of a time they were ever going for a walk in the park. Ever.
In the bed?
Socks?
No.
Yeah, is that weird? Or is
Well-
that weird?
Only, hang on, depends on what else you're wearing.
Just undies?
Y fronts or boxes?
No, like my briefs, whatever I got on.
Briefs?
Yeah.
And socks.
And socks. Sometimes in the summer I'll go naked, so if a robber comes in, it's just like me with socks on, my junk swinging side to side, but freeze.
Generous.
Yeah.
Side to side.
It's sometimes I get bruises on the inside of my my quads there because it's so big.
That's right.
Hey, Tom Harley.
Yeah.
Is Andrew Dillon's 2IC officially the AFL? Smooth operator, long-time Sydney CEO as well. The man who's been holding that joint together. We're talking Buddy Franklin, long-term contracts, coaching handovers. He is out of there, joins the big boys at the AFL boardroom. He's now a suit, jumping on board the AFL mothership. So he'll be charged, we think, in charge of scheduling, rules, expansion, maybe MRO. This is good. This is a guy that's very smart, got a big brain. Sydney said, thank you so much for your service. AFL would have forked out some serious dollars to get him on board. He's a serious operator. Mothership got a good one. He's got some brains.
Got a really good vibe from his interview.
Yeah.
It looked,
He's seriously switched on. Like, let's hope he can bring some common sense to the league. Now, some people are saying, oh, Geelong, background. Of course, this makes sense. GFL, Geelong against some more handouts. So there's a little bit of nervousness there of him just telling his first days, be like, hey, so where's that guy that's doing the audit? Just need to have a little bit of a conversation with him.
Come with
me, just for a walk around the block. Just a casual walk around the block.
Yes.
We'll talk about a few things. So a little bit of concern there, but they get a good one there. He's a serious operator. So let's hope he can start doing some stuff for the league, stuff we want them to change, maybe look at. Let's see if he can do that.
He seems like he's got that perfect Venn diagram of footy person intelligence.
He's a
Meet in the
smart
middle,
operator.
you know?
Yeah.
Which is what we've been calling for.
And good rig. Don't know if that's relevant to the
haven't
resume.
Seen it, but good
Very
jawline.
impressive. Good, yeah, back in the day, he had some big arms. And wore a glove, I think.
He did.
Yeah.
He definitely
He
did.
was a great defender.
Remember him, remember that glove in the
Grand final?
grand
Yeah.
final?
Are you saying they cheated?
No, just I remember losing one of many grand finals.
Yeah, to the glove. And Tom Harley. Grim. Gets more grim on this Feel Good Friday for Saints fans. Also, just to finish off some contract stuff, Harley Reid's asking 1.8 a season, allegedly. That seems like a lot of money. But again, a league that pays you on potential rather than what you've done, 30 games in his career, just getting that cash in his bank account regardless of where he goes to. Eagles pay that in a heartbeat.
You reckon?
1.8. Yeah, that's just a simple decision. If anything, you'd be bluffing him saying, oh, that's so much money, knowing that, oh, we were expecting 2.2.
Sure.
Are you sure? Like, oh, I guess we'll go check the bank account. Then they walk into their vault and go, okay, I've got to buy myself 30 seconds here.
We'll take the lot.
Yeah, okay, let's just wait 30 seconds. We think that we're thinking about it. I guess we'll do it for sure. I think I'm now coming around to him staying. I'm now coming around to players who are out of contract staying, except for Tom DeConning.
Well, I think the Cozzy vibe has really set a
Changed.
precedence.
It's really said if you have enough money, the player will stay no matter how homesick they are.
Or it's just made me go, oh, I reckon we're just guessing at this point. Like, Naz has not once said that he wants to go to Port Adelaide. Like, I get it. We can draw enough parallels.
Yeah.
But he's not said it.
We've got no idea what's happening,
So,
guys. Let's be honest. Like,
yeah.
we try and come in here and say we've heard from sources. We don't have any sources. We don't know. No one's told us anything. We've just gone off a vibe here. And every week it probably changes a little bit.
Yes, correct.
So my vibe is that Harley, he will get paid a lot of money, and that's the only vibe I've got there. And the last one is Brady Maynard, human cannibal, spiritual leader, fears no one, staying at Collingwood for 4 years. Don't lose him very often at Collingwood.
So I thought we were pretty much prepared to say goodbye to him to North, right?
Yeah, he was going to change his stripes to the blue and white ones, but
Yeah.
said no. Again, you look back at it and go, why would he ever leave Collingwood for North? Again, money,
Cash, but yeah.
still, a lot of whispers, I guess, that he was going to test the market as well. But when the premiership window is very open, you play for the biggest club in the land, it would take a lot of money to get him out.
Yeah.
Like and probably not enough that North were going to say, okay,
Yeah.
this is going to get him out of there. So absolute dog. He's a player that was born to play for Collingwood.
Yep.
Like some players look like they're born to play for their teams. He's one of those.
Yes.
One of those. So we move on. Well done. You can move on now. Are you happy that the Saints game is at the start of the round? Because now you can enjoy a weekend of football without having to, like, tomorrow this blows over. No one talks about you again.
I don't know. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I hate this all.
Hey, it's bad. But I guess, a positive is you can wait until Sunday afternoon where something very bad can happen to me. And that would lift your spirits, wouldn't it?
I do want to go to Perth.
Yeah. Again, I'd put that out there. They got
For
a
the
lot of
Eggs,
momentum. I think it turned into a thing where maybe it's a whole of their fans. Like if we do a walk down a big strip of people.
Shame.
Yeah,
Shame.
shame. They all throw eggs at me down the street of Perth.
It's like, you can't tell me if you allowed the Eagles boys to do it, they would pelt you.
Again, eggs aren't soft. They hurt.
No.
They hurt a lot. So I didn't really think that through. But, nervous. Now they keep ticking over like how much we don't like going to Perth to play. Just a long trip to go there. Probably 40,000, 50,000 people of Eagles fans. Eagles are very good at home.
There'd be a good, parade. Imagine a parade version. Wouldn't that be fun?
Of me getting eggs thrown at me.
Yeah. Imagine that, and you could even maybe get the Freo fans
No,
involved.
they don't even get involved. There's nothing to do with them.
Get the state of
I'm not
West-
them in a parade and then Freo fans like, oh yeah, I have a carton of eggs in my fridge. Thought I'd come down here and throw them. That doesn't. No. You have to be an Eagles fan. Our player. You can't.
You've got to prove your membership.
No. Fucking.
And it can't be like a pet
No,
membership.
Luke
that
Jackson
you've
there
just
throwing
bought.
eggs at me. Like, look, what the fuck's Luke doing here? He doesn't even play for them. No, thank you. So that's on the line this week, this Sunday. Then tonight we look forward to Friday Night Football. Very Battle of the Birds, entertaining game. Hopefully
Yeah.
it'll be this game. Launceston, your mum and dad, they're excited for the game.
Yep.
Probably cold as shit down there, but it'll be a good game.
It's
Good
not
game
that
looking forward
cold.
to.
It's warmer than it is in Melbourne.
Okay, well,
this weekend.
it's going to be still pretty cold.
I think you can go claim some free beers around like most pubs I've seen in Launceston pre-game if you show your ticket. So
Really?
make sure you get stuck into that. Yep.
Saints need to start doing that.
Decane's Brewery,
Okay.
there's a big one. But yeah, check out. There's a bit going on.
Love that. Go off, Tassie. You deserve it. Enjoy your weekend. We will do football with you on Monday to unpack, hopefully, a big Blues win in that graveyard shift.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.